everybody. We're going to give a few minutes, let everybody get in here tonight. See if I can find my bottle of water. You okay, Daisy? Oh, my goodness gracious. We hope everybody's having a great night. I'm tired, but let's see what we can do. We got a thumbs up already? Wow, thank you for doing that. We appreciate you. Filipino Bay in the provinces here in the house. How are you, young lady? I saw that you had I'm out of breath, a birthday party for your father the other day I saw. So happy birthday to him from us at the Adventures of the Philippine American Couple. But good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Oh, man. I hope, which I know it is, your weather is a whole lot better than our weather. It is, dropped my water. Hang on, everybody. 4 people watching. You guys chime in and let us know who's all here. I'm sitting here. It's 23 degrees. We may get a whole bunch of snow this weekend or this Thursday, Friday. We don't know yet, but yes, thank you. Preparing for breakfast. Very nice. Lincoln is in the house. Thank you for coming in, Lincoln. Hi, Lincoln from Bay in the Philippines. So, man, I feel like I'm out of breath. It's kind of weird, you know. There we go. I don't know. I'm trying to calm my dog down. You know, our dog Daisy, Dennis is in the house. Good evening. Yeah, Filipino Bay is in the house. Dennis, you are correct. Saying hello to Lincoln. Dennis says hello to HTM's Arm Candy and Mother of 5. She's giving you some happiness back, Dennis. So thank you for being here, Dennis. We appreciate that. How are things in your part of the world? It's cold and miserable here, and I'm sure it's colder and more miserable where you're at. Happy New Year from Bay to you. I'm trying to get set up here. A little bit out of breath today. We had a bunch of running around to do, and I think it took away, the cold air took some of my breathing capacity away, so I'm a little short of breath. And then I just had somebody, one of our friends dropped off a big old bag of puto, and the dogs were going crazy. And so I went outside real quick, and I think I got exposed to a big breath of cold air, which kind of knocked me back. And then my dog Daisy all of a sudden started acting like she was sick again. Jamie's bomb, your face made my day. Good, very nice. Happy New Year from Bay to you, Dennis. How old do you need to watch this? I don't know. Old enough to know right from wrong, I guess. Caleb says, hello. Thanks, HTM and Arm Candy. How are you? We haven't seen Henry in a while. I haven't seen Henry in about a week, I guess. So we don't know what Henry's up to. He's probably just trying to survive. Well, Dennis, young Miss Bay wants to know why you keep referring to her as Arm Candy. I don't know if she's referring to you as Arm Candy or Henry's arm, which one she's asking about. Are you saying, why are you calling me Arm Candy, or why are you calling me Henry's Arm Candy? He's busy, I think. Yeah, I'm sure he is. David's in there. Hello, everybody, from David. Good to see you. Ask him. That's right. Ask HT in that Bay. Yes, I would agree with that, Dennis. I think Henry should have to be the one to explain that to you. So I think that's a good thing. But thank you all for the thumbs up. If you haven't given us one yet, please do. So kind of weird, kind of weird, kind of weird. He never said anything, but did you ask him what's arm candy and why they refer to me as your arm candy? You know, I think Henry, he should be able to explain it to you. Oh my God. But we hope everybody's doing great tonight. Today is Tuesday in America, by the way. 22 degrees, 6:30 p.m. here approximately. They're predicting that we are going to get snow on Thursday and Friday of this week. They're saying anywhere from 1 inch to 1 foot, which of course that means they don't have a clue, right? That's what that means. They really don't know anything one way or the other. But things are good on our end today. We did have to do some running around in the cold, cold weather, but we got that done. No harm, no foul. But I think my dog Daisy got excited when the doorbell rang and she hurt herself somehow. You know, with her heart condition, I think she gets overexcited and something happens and she freezes up again. So I brought her, laid her on the couch. I got her wrapped up in a blanket. I gave her a little treat to eat. So we're going to try to get Daisy to rest here on the couch, and she gets feeling better again here in the next little bit. But so, how are everybody doing in your part of the world? Anything exciting going on for the new year coming up? We don't have any definitive plans. We just hope that there's going to be some good New Year stuff happening. Is all I can say. I know we're going to try to. You can't see it behind me. Maybe you can't. Right there. There's all the Christmas decorations boxed up, ready to go to the garage. But it's so cold out in the garage that I can't move the ladder and all the Christmas stuff out there yet. So I have them all stored up in the corner of the living room here. But I am hoping that we get back to normal here pretty soon is what I'm really, really hoping we can get our house back to normal is what I hope. But some friends just brought us over a great big old bag of puto, you know, which is the steamed rice buns. If you guys didn't know that, they're really good. I just had a little snack, so I'm not hungry, so I'm not going to eat one. But I'll wait until later and have them. But I really like them. I enjoy making them, but I like eating them better. So, but that's what we're working on. Lorelai has if the snow holds off or the snow. She's supposed to go to a big Filipino rich person birthday party this weekend, Saturday. We have some friends that are very, very extremely wealthy, and every year the lady has two birthdays, one on her normal birthday and one in summertime when the weather's nicer. And she usually buys out a restaurant and invites certain of her Filipino girlfriends only, no guys. And they go to whatever restaurant she's booked for the day, and they eat. So Dennis is asking, how many BFs now for HTN's arm candy? So, Miss Bai, if you're still listening, what Dennis is basically asking you, how many boyfriends do you have now? How many boys are chasing you? You know, from all over the world, I guess he's saying. Hi, Jack. There you go. The three that we've eliminated this year, or last year. Yeah. So Dennis is making fun and saying hello to Jack, the Red Horse drinker, and Soul Soother Diana, who thought Filipinos are slutty after all, apparently. She thinks they're slutty. So, and I guess she's just jealous. To be honest, Lorelai just thinks she's jealous because Filipino women are so much better being wives and better looking than American women. So I think that's her beef there. And then, of course, the drunken Australian kangaroo humper, Vincent, who I don't think anybody has seen anything from in a very, very long time. But the good thing for me, I haven't heard anything from Red Horse Jack in a long time either, thank God. So I bow to Saluti, yes. It's a slutty. I know, right? But that started off the conversation bad. Lorelai was really confused why she was bringing up the fact, 3 weeks later, that the Filipino women in our house looked slutty, because they were wearing short dresses. And we never commented on her looks. She came, if you look at the live video, Dennis, and everybody else, you can tell what she looked like, SS. And, she looked like a Halloween witch. So I don't know, but, I don't know if her and HDN hit it off or not. I don't know. I didn't keep up with any of that. So maybe that's partly the problem. Nothing came out of it in her favor. I don't know, Dennis. I don't know, but that's okay. I think she has a lot of issues, a lot of problems, and maybe it's best if she focuses on YouTube channels that just focus on what she likes, because there was plenty of times where she complained about how much we talked about Filipino women on a channel of a Philippine American couple channel. So the blonde in your Xmas party was a dancing machine. She was. She was. And we have a couple of them that are really good singing machines, if that's a thing, right? Karaoke machines. There's a lot. Well, oh, now, wait. Dennis, we got to clarify. Are you talking about the older looking blonde or the younger looking blonde? The better looking blonde or the not as looking blonde? Because one of them's a dancing drunk machine. The alcohol flows strong in that one. So I don't know which one you're referring to. She is not. She is not. She is not. She is not. She has a gentleman that, even in our part of the country, is fairly well off. So I think, I don't guess it's the greatest relationship, but money is strong. You know what I mean? So she is not. None of them that were here were single. None of them. Oh, you okay? Come on. Right now, come here. Right now, we don't. Well, we do, but we only know of. All right, Daisy, calm your heart. My dog's heart is going bonkers. Let me massage her and calm her heart rate down. Well, Dennis, we only know three single Filipino women in the area. One is like 80. The other one which we don't recommend. The other one is probably 60 and is definitely not looking. Her husband passed away a while back. So we don't know any single Filipinas that are worth talking to in this part of the country, if that makes any sense. I know they all have sisters and cousins all over the Philippines, but yeah, and I think the one that you're referencing has a lot of wears a lot of makeup. So I think on the surface that maybe she looks good. I just don't know about under the surface. So, but no. It's a busy day, man. I watched some news today. I've been trying to watch the weather to find out if Lorelai's going to have to work from home this week. And I bet you she's getting ready to work home on Thursday and Friday. So that'd be nice. I was on the Check Out the Rallies live stream a few minutes ago. I guess they were having some problems with the, yes, under the hood is a good challenge. Yes. So it's a good way to say it. I'm not for sure what's under the hood. I'm just not. It has a very pretty coat of paint on it. So I'm not for sure what's under the paint. But yes, so right now that's the one we know that that is single, but she's still not in her right mind. I don't think. Won't I mean? Um, and the other two out of the ballpark. But that's okay. I mean, you have better luck with finding pretty girls than anybody, Dennis. So the real question is, how many pieces of arm candy are you entertaining at the moment? I wish you guys could feel. My dog got overexcited when the doorbell rang and the Pudo came, and I wish you guys could just feel her heart just going, going bonkers, and she's scared again. So we'll let her sit here on my lap and cool down. So, but but other than that, Dennis, there was some. I went back and watched some of our Rice live streams, Dennis. There were some interesting things, and I can't say it out loud. Don't guess, but I caught that I didn't see the first time going on the live stream with Karen, the ones with the purple bags. There's some interesting things in the background happening. So that was interesting to see again, and I didn't catch it the first time. So sometimes I find it's fun to go back and watch some of these live streams out and about in the communities of people and look in the background. Forget the person who's doing the talking or doing whatever, but kind of glance around. You kind of got to, sometimes you scratch your head and see things that you didn't think you would wind up seeing on a live stream. But what do I know, right? Oh man, but we are excited. I don't know. Laura, we had to go to the doctor today for Lorelai, and she got mad at the person because the person gave us bad information, and I felt sorry for that person, because Lorelai was ripping him, and she wasn't feeling great today. Not, she's not sick. She woke up and hadn't had her coffee, and we get to the doctor, and the person gave her wrong information, and she started ripping him a new asshole, and I started to feel sorry for the guy, and then I interrupted. I said, "But that is exactly what you told us when we were here a few weeks ago. You told us A, B, C. That's why I did D. So now we're back." And so they had to go back and correct and fix what she got mad about. So by the time we got home, she was, somewhat happy. But she had to go to work today. But I was on the live stream with Check Out the Rileys earlier, I guess. Bill Riley, Mercy Riley. I don't know if you guys know them, but he had somebody criticizing them today on a live stream, and he was expressing his displeasure and just wanting to defend his wife's good name. And I was thinking about you, Dennis, and I was thinking about some of the other people, and I jokingly made the joke, said, we don't get too many haters on our channel. We only get haters that are drunk people that want our money and we won't give it to them. So the only people that wind up hating us too much are the ones that, like Vincent and Red Horse Jack. And I don't know if Diana's a drunk or not, but she hates us now. So that's okay. I think for her, the Filipinos wearing short skirts and the fact that I made reference to people that stay home and get high all day, she didn't appreciate. So that's okay with us. We're and one thing we've learned, and we're learning, and Lorelai and I discuss more and more, is we can't please everybody on YouTube, so we're not even going to try. We're just going to keep trying to do us and be us, and hope that we get somewhere in life. And if we don't, we don't. We do, we do. But you don't want to get Lorelai fired up. Is what I was thinking. I was listening to Bill O'Reilly today. Bam. Talking about how the Jamie guy was criticizing or accusing his wife of doing favors of a not a nice way, which is not true, of course. I mean, we know Mercy. Mercy is a good person. So that's garbage. They are good people. Whether you like them or not, they're good people. And I thought, I think Mercy could probably handle herself just like Lorelai can handle herself. But I thought about that today, said how funny, because, man, Lorelai gets fired up. You know, I don't even get a chance to defend Lorelai. I just got to take a back seat and let her go, and let her run out of gas a little bit. Then I can step in, or otherwise, it makes things worse. But so I feel kind of bad for them, but I think it's all good over there. Other than that, not a whole lot going on in America. We're expecting snow. People are getting excited about the inauguration. Jimmy Carter's funeral is this Thursday. Thursday. I saw a press conference from Trump today. We got sports happening this weekend, college football again, and playoffs kicking in. So, right now, Sanders, hello, everybody from Sanders. Good morning, Charles. How are you? Good evening. Sorry, it's evening for both of us. Are you on your way home or did you make it home yet? Sanders is one of those people that actually have a job. He has a YouTube channel, but he also has a job and a wife and kids. Unlike me, I'm probably the biggest deadbeat on the internet because I don't work. I don't do anything productive, in life. So, but Sanders, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming in. So I saw that you didn't walk very long with the dogs last night. So on my way home, all right, out and about with M&D is back in the house. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for coming in. On my way home, all right, well, be safe driving home. You know how it is in Texas. You guys are going to get some cool weather. I got a brother that lives in Dallas, Fort Worth, and he's expecting that snow and 20 degrees weather coming through Thursday, Friday in Texas. So, but out and about, how are you today? What's going on in your world? We're not doing anything too exciting. We're just not. I was going to do a live stream this morning, but we had to go running around this morning, so I didn't do it. And we're doing a StreamYard live stream Thursday night, which means that if you come onto the live stream, if you want to come up in our panel, I'll have a link and you can just click on that and join us up in the panel for a real conversation. So, but thank you all for the thumbs up. Same old snow, I know. We're supposed to get it. One model says it's going to miss us. Another model says we're going to get a foot of snow. Texas, Arkansas, Central Arkansas, Little Rock, Memphis, Tennessee. One model shows Memphis, Tennessee getting hammered. So, so I don't know what we're really going to get, but we got plenty of food. Lorelai can work from home, so she's good, except for I got to put up with her. But no, we're glad you're here, M&D, and thank you. Now, Sanders, I didn't know, M&D has a channel too. M&D, would you like to, you can drop the link to your channel if you would like to do that on the live stream here. And then on Thursday night during the StreamYard live stream, you can come up and join us on the panel for that too. We're going to be doing that at 7 p.m. So I used to do those every Thursday night at 7 p.m. all year long. I got kind of bored and burned out and switched to this format. So what I'm going to be doing now is doing those again on Thursday night, the StreamYard on my desktop where we get a lot of people. And then I'm going to continue to do these, which help our audience grow and answer questions and, where we take questions and entertain any of your negative thoughts. You guys can ask me anything. I don't care. I'll decide whether I want to answer or not, but, But January is a cold month in Arkansas. It's our worst month. It just is. It's not going to be pleasant. We hate January. One, I got to work on my taxes. Got to try to get all my documentation for taxes by the end of February. And got to pay car insurance in January. So that always sucks when you got to send that big bill off. But, we will do I will do a whole lot of nothing in the month of January. Lorelai is going to try to go to a big Filipino party this weekend at a restaurant, or I think it's at the Pinnacle Hills Country Club actually this time. But she's been invited. The weather's not too bad. I don't know. She may do a Lorelei vlog live stream from there. So her Facebook stuff may have that party on it. She won't YouTube live stream, but she'll probably do some vlogging on her Facebook at the Filipino birthday party this weekend, if they don't cancel it due to the 12 feet of snow we're going to get. But we'll have to just kind of see. So, but Sanders, I know you're driving. If you haven't checked out and About with M&D, they got a YouTube channel, so you two go back and subscribe to each other if you would. If you haven't already done that, make sure you do that. It's the only way to help us grow is by you growing, by us growing, and none of us forgetting where we came from, I guess. But so we got a lot going on. We still got to get but that's what I worry about. Weather's cold. I need to clean out the garage, get all the Christmas stuff in the garage. I need to get the reindeer and the sleigh back up in the attic, but it's too cold out there. And hiring somebody to come over and do the work for me costs too much money, you know. To get somebody to come over and do anything, they want at least $20 or $25 an hour. So I can't afford that. So we'll just have to wait until we get a nice day outside on a weekend or when Lorelei's here or something so that we can work on the garage, get the Christmas stuff back in the garage, better organized, and get all of that done so we can get the house back into shape. We did get new curtains hung up. Laura, I know here, I'll show them to you. Let me see if I can show them. Can you guys see the curtain? You guys probably can't tell, but Lorelei has brand new curtains. See, there they are, see? Those are her brand new curtains. They're J.C. Penney curtains. So we got, she always likes to put new curtains up every year, which I think is a big giant waste of money. But if it makes the wife happy, then just do it and don't worry about it, right? I don't get a lot out of it. Curtains are curtains to me. I do got some more nanny cams I need to get installed throughout the house. And now that once we get the reindeer and sled out of here, I got to find a permanent home for her JBL speaker karaoke system. And we're redoing all of this whole stuff behind you there so that it looks better and doesn't look so cluttered and clouded and stuff. And you guys probably didn't notice, but this is Lorelei's fish tank, right? That's a sweet potato plant growing out of the top of the fish tank, is what that is. And today she decided to cut all the vines. I mean, it was all over the place, like a giant weed growing everywhere. So she cut a bunch of the vines back. I don't know if you noticed, the vines are missing from everywhere over in there. But we got a little bit of work to do around the house. So I got to find stuff to stay busy with during the summer. Sanders says, out and about, I subscribe to your channel. Thank you for doing that, Charles. We appreciate that. We do indeed appreciate that. So we got to find some stuff to stay busy with this January. January is my worst month of the year. I usually hibernate inside and I hate it. But I got to try to be active and do things, you know. So I need to come up with some video topics. I'm going to make a video about how to cook an egg. I got this really cool egg gadget I'm kind of excited about. We're going to do that. But other than that, man, I got to come up with some stuff to do. I do got a model, a ship model that I want to build. So I've been thinking about live streaming, doing this with you guys while I sit and work on my model. Maybe that'd be something I can do. Maybe I can get it done this month. So you guys might have to watch me in the evenings build a ship model. Out and About says, I got you back. Good. HDN says, hello, everybody. HDN's in the house. How's it going for you, HDN? Man, I've been sucking down a lot of water lately, which is good. Because we're not drinking soda, sugary drinks at all. So I'm trying to suck down a lot more water. I don't think the cold weather is going to get far enough down to affect you. It's going to be cold for you, but you're probably not going to get any snow or ice. So HTN says, I'm doing okay. Good. It's just cold and miserable here. We're waiting on the snow and ice for Thursday and Friday. So that's all we're doing. But maybe I'll build a model. You guys would like to see that? You think that'd be something you'd be having any interest in? While I talk to you, maybe I can work on my model. You might have to see me trying to read documents, the instructions on how to build the ship. Lorelei bought me a ship model a couple years ago, and I have a nice table in my office, right? So I have my office, and I got a nice hobby table that I put in there I bought. Well, as soon as I bought it, she started putting stuff on it. So now I got this big table with about this much work area for me, even though it's my office and my table. Henry says it's in the 30s here now. Nice, nice. Okay, it's 20 degrees right now here, Henry. It's 30 here in the morning. All right. Well, you guys are going to get some cold weather over the next few days. I think they were saying anywhere from 20 to 30 degrees below normal for South Texas all the way through the Florida Panhandle. So it's going to be quite chilly for you guys. And I saw the weather forecast is showing there might even be snow and ice going all the way down into Mexico. All the way down into the land of Mexico. It's going to get some snow and ice. They might get a little bit of it. Freezing temperature. So we're apparently right. They just don't know. We're either going to get hammered or it's going to miss us. We don't know. But all the models are showing that right now when it comes together, if it doesn't hit us, then it's going to go further northeast through Tennessee, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, and go back up and make a bigger mess up in the northeast. Yeah, you might see some snow flurries. One thing they were saying is the northern to upper central Mississippi may see some flurries come through. So depending on what it does, yeah, you may get to see some. We had a light dusting the other day, our first dusting, but now they're saying if it hits, we could get anywhere from 1 inch to 12 inches, so 1 to a foot. Not looking forward to it, but like I keep saying, it's one day closer to spring, and we got plenty of food. Lorelei can work from home. I got I got my new VR game I can play. If it doesn't give me a headache while I'm watching that Google 3R, the virtual reality thing. I don't know where Lorelei put it. She got it for me as a Christmas gift, but I don't know where she put it. So I got to find things to do for the month of January. It was my big bitch. Because it's just going to be too cold of a month. Because now they're saying that the cold weather is going to be here all month long. So it's going to be below normal in Arkansas all month long. There's nothing I remember tunneling out of my front door when I lived in Missouri. Yes. Yep, been there, done that. Missouri got hammered. Missouri's going to get hammered again. Indiana's going to get hammered. So whether we get it or not is still up for debate. But the other areas is going to be getting it. Dennis says, so poor here in the land of Canada because our prime minister resigned in shame. The only thing we can afford to play is pocket pool. Well, at least that keeps you warm. And it can be an indoor or an outdoor sport, Dennis. But that was in the 70s. Yeah, since Lorelei's been in America, we've had several days here in this part of the country in Arkansas where we've had over 20 inches of snow at one particular time. So I can remember 3 different different times that we've had 20 inches plus right here, since she's been here the last 10 years. But now they go away in 3 or 4 days and just melts and goes away. Well, Dennis, I have a wife, so I don't need to play pocket pool. But I need to find stuff to do over the month of January. I guess I could reorganize my office. I could clean it. You know, I got a whole bunch of, we get a lot of corporate stuff. I get a lot of companies that send me shit that they want me to review and to look at and tell them what I think. And I do that, but a lot of it's garbage. So I just box it up in other boxes until I get a box full. So I probably need to go through my closet and do some of that. Probably need to clean out all that small little stuff that people send me going, hey, would you look at this and give us a review on this or tell us what you think? Oh, and Dennis, thinking of a review, I ordered that book the other day. It should be here tomorrow. Yeah, I ordered the book you told me to purchase. Going ice fishing? No, not going ice fishing. But I did find out that the Game and Fish Commission has stocked our little lakes with rainbow trout. So I told Lorelei that if we do get a couple of nice days in the 60s, if we dress up nice and warm, we could go do some trout fishing at that little lake where I catch the turtles. They have stocked it with trout. And so her and I, it's 15 minutes from our house or less. So we might be able to run out and do a little bit of fishing. And if she doesn't go with me, if the weather's nice, maybe I'll leave early during the day and do a live stream and try to go trout fishing at that little place because they've stocked it with rainbow trout. So that might be something nice. And we had a good friend just dropped off a bunch of puto. If anybody knows what that is, those are those steamed rice cakes. We're going to be eating that. I made, and I know I'm going to pronounce it wrong. I made, I don't know what it is. I made Filipino beef stew yesterday for Lorelei and I. Turned out really good. It's carnadera. Cartinadera. It's like the stuff you find in the can with the tuna. We had a package of it for the beef, and I made, I was going to make a pot roast because we had a pot roast and all the fixings to go with it. So instead of making it American style, I used the Filipino seasoning and turned it into the Filipino style. And boy, and it turned out really well. I mean, really, really good. I'm going to have another chunk of the meat later tonight. So easy to make. I threw it in the 1 mil crock pot thingamajiggy. And Lorelei loves it. Made her, feel like she was back home somewhat. But I want to order some of those tuna cans. They're really expensive in America. They're like $1.89 for this little bitty can, about this big. But man, it's good eating. Good eating. But yeah, we might go fishing. So we might do a little trout fishing. We may go to the local lake and trout fish. The one thing I need to do, I need to get out and go to the mobility scooter store in our local area. But I need Lorelei to go with me. And I don't want it to be freezing cold because I need to continue to work on my mobility scooter story, my video, so I can get that out. But man, it's so damn cold out. It's like today when we went to the doctor's office. I'm all dressed. Guess what? I bought a pair of gloves that Lorelei gave me for Christmas, right? A really good quality gloves. I researched it. They're the type that you can wear and use, use on your tablet and your phone, which works okay. So not perfect, but they work okay. But I lost one. I got them opening them up Christmas Eve. I know where I put them, and then one was missing. So when we went to Walmart over the weekend, I told her, I said, I need to go ahead and buy some more gloves. The cheap Walmart ones are like $20, so they're not cheap. So I bought some more gloves, got them home, they're over there. Well, this morning, I finally figured out what happened in the missing glove. Lorelei picked it up and put it in some of her Christmas gifts that she got because there was a big pile, right? And so my one glove, I don't know how only one glove got there, but just one of my gloves got in her stuff. Why she didn't take both gloves, I don't know. But I found both of my gloves. I wore those today. So we got to find something to do. I guess I could go to Bass Pro Shop. We have a Cabela's Bass Pro Shop here. I want to do a couple cooking videos. I need to work on some of my cooking videos, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I can get Lorelai to make more videos, and people might like us better since she's prettier than I am. But we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. Got worried about my dog today, Henry. She'd been doing really good all day, and then when the doorbell rang, she got excited, and I think she overdid it, and she caused herself her heart to get out of balance. I think she's calmed down now, and her heart rate is feeling normal. So I'm hoping in a little bit she'll be back to normal. So we're hoping we don't have to spend a fortune on dog bills this year. That's part of our new goal. So I want to make some more videos, YouTube videos. I need to make some more shorts. I need to be more active physically, psychologically, mentally, physically. I need to solve all of your problems in the world. If you have a problem, anybody out there listening, if you have a problem, I can solve it. I can give you an answer to your problem. I can do it. I'm going to go out on a limb from now on, because this is part of the discussion earlier on the other live stream with the Check Out the Raleighs about that Jamie person criticizing him for acting like he's an expert on relationships because him and his wife have been married like 15 years. Well, look, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to tell everybody who's listening in the whole entire world. I don't care if you think I'm an expert or not, I am. I've decided I'm going to make myself an expert on any and all subject matters. And if you have a question or a second opinion, you would like one, I am here to give it out in any subject matter there is. I decided that today. I just am. I'm not going to need any credentials, any qualifications. I'm just going to become an expert in all subject matters is what my big goal is. That's going to be my goal for the year 2025. Expert in 2025. Dave's, maybe I should start a new channel. Dave's Expert Advice. You think anybody would come to my channel? So, but I thought it was funny. The poor guy was being criticized. He's been married 15 years to a Filipina, and somebody who's not married to a Filipina, not married at all, was telling him that he didn't have the right to give advice about me and married to a Filipina. Oh my God, how silly was that, right? Romeo, hello, brother. Do you remember me? Of course I remember you, Romeo. How can I forget you? I would never forget you. Do you remember me? That's the real question. How are you today? What's on your mind today? You have any burning questions or topics you need solved or answered? Is there a question out there in your world that you went, man, if I only knew, because I've decided I'm going to become a world expert on everything. And I'm not going to do any research. I'm not going to study. I'm just going to be an expert. Nope, I forgot who you are. Gotcha. That's good. I need to get a haircut. I think I'm getting to that point where I need to get a haircut. I'm starting to look old and gray. What does my wife think about Spain? My wife would love to go to Spain. I would like to go to Spain. I've never been there. I've never been over into the Mediterranean or Europe at all. We've been in a lot of other places. But Spain is actually one of the places, I don't know what there is to see and do in Spain, to be honest. But there's something about Spain that has always kind of been a little attractive to me, that I've always thought, man, I'd like to go that. I'd like to go to the Mediterranean. I would like to go to Greece. There's a lot of places I would like to go and see. But there's a lot of places I would not care to go and see. But Spain is always one of those things, I've been to Spain and I really don't like it. That's funny. That's funny. That's a part of a song. But I've been to Oklahoma, and Oklahoma sucks. What in Spain? Yeah, I don't know what's in Spain, but we've always thought it would be nice to go to Spain. I would imagine they would have good food, Went to Madrid. I mean, I don't really know what you do as a tourist in Spain. Henry, Romeo, does anybody, Dennis? Dennis is a world traveler. I mean, I like to go to Colombia and so many other places. You know, I like to go to Buenos Aires. My God, but Spain has always been somewhat intriguing me, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know if it has good nightlife, okay, for dancing and drinking. Well, I don't do that, so that's out. You can visit historical sites or just sunbathe. Well, I can sunbathe in my backyard, so I don't need to do that. Yeah, is it because it's warmer? Is that kind of like what it is? Yeah, because it's hot. Maybe as an American man, I've always thought going to Spain, you would get to see hot chicks on the beach. I don't know. I don't know why, but my wife and I both talked about going to Spain would be okay. We've looked at taking a cruise in that part of the world that took us to Spain. It's hot and cheap, yes. So just kind of like women, hot and cheap, like Dennis likes his women, hot and cheap. But there's a lot of places we'd like to visit. But Spain's on there, but you know, she would really like to go to France, Italy. She'd like to go all over the place. If we were rich, you know, she would travel a lot. Okay. Spanish people are very welcoming and feel safe. Nice. Yeah, I mean, but there's really not much to do there. That's what I mean. I can't really think of. I guess you could go to the bullfights, but that really doesn't intrigue me, bullfighting. So I don't know. I don't know what there would be to do there, or what the big. You know, it's like, you know, if you come to America, there's a lot of things to see. If you want to see the Grand Canyon, we have the Grand Canyon. We have the beaches. We have the big cities like New York and Los Angeles. You know, we have the different rivers. We have a lot of cool historical stuff. Mount Rushmore. But I don't know what in the hell you do in Spain. I mean, if you go to Thailand, there's a lot of really cool architecture to see, right? Henry says, sounds like a tourist trap if it's a popular place to go. Yeah. Yeah, America has a lot of activities. We do. We have a lot. You can go whitewater rafting. Adventures of the Philippine Couple. My wife is in the house. Everybody say hello to Mrs. Pack. Hello, my love. That's me. And nice food in Spain. Lorelai is saying hello to everybody. Run with the bull. Oh, run with the bulls. Yeah, you can run with the bulls, but out and about, everybody say hello to Lorelai, my wife. She's in the house, in the background, in the chat there. But my problem is if I ran with the bulls, I would just get ran over because I don't run. So it would have to be get run over by the bulls. Just let in the background, a little bit busy here. Good, nice, okay. Out and about says, hello, Mrs. Pack. So, yeah, but in America, that's one good thing about America, whether you like America or not. America has a little bit of everything. It really does. Get done and early and then go out and eat. There you go. So that's the plan, right? Running with the bulls, get ran over early, then you can go and eat because that's what would happen. $1 million. No, he was not. You know these because I told you these the other day. So you got to have better questions than the ones I gave you the other day, my friend. But I don't know, is there anything architecturally special about Spain? I mean, it's like Italy has the Leaning Tower, you know, and the Colosseum, and, you know. Greece sounds really cool because of the food and the architect. I mean, is there anything to go see in Spain? Japan has a lot of cool things to see architecturally wise, environmentally. Thailand has a lot of beautiful country. The Philippines has some good, beautiful country and some cool churches. Malaysia, you know. HDN is saying hello to Lori. Spain has churches. We like the architecture of cathedrals, so we do like that. Wife says, lots of Spain, lots. Spain is pretty. All right, see, Lorelai wants to go to Spain. Italy has cool Roman buildings. Come to Pompeo, you can walk down the streets. Okay. Barcelona. But I know Barcelona's is Barcelona the capital? But what is there to do in Barcelona? I mean, do you just go to bars alone in Barcelona? You know, European Middle architect is the best. Yes, I like European medieval architecture. I do. But I like architecture from every walks of life. I think it's fascinating how and why people built things the way they build. I want to go where others don't go for vacation. Yeah, that's really hard because the world is so populated that there's going to be people there no matter where you go, unless you want to go to the North or South Pole, and then at any one given time, there's probably less than 20 people. So maybe those are the good places to go to, Henry. We love cruises, as I've said 1,000 times. We love cruises. We like to go on one in the Mediterranean. But we don't like crowds either, Henry, to be honest. But it is something that you got to deal with if you're going to go see all the natural. I would like to go to India and see the Taj Mahal. I would like to go to Dubai. Would be cool to see. Yes, old building has much more personality because you can tell they had to think and use their hands and their blood, sweat, and tears. Yes, modern architecture is just blocks. It is. But it's still cool because some of them use really good math and science to hold structures up. So that's what I think is cool about modern architecture. My city in Italy doesn't have many modern buildings, so the city looks like the 1700s. That's cool. That's cool. But that's the hard thing about going on vacation, you know, going somewhere where people don't go. That's the hardest thing. Oh, Lorelai is going to tell you they dropped off your Puto. It's over on the island. So, and Daisy got excited when they came, and I think she hurt herself heart-wise. So, I think she's calming down and doing better now. But Daisy had a little bit of an episode after they left after dropping the food off. The school I went to, the building was built by the Romans. Cool. Originally built. I got you. So, you know, architecture's cool. I like to know why and how people did things. I think that's something that's intriguing to me. And I like that. I like that. You want to see Daisy? All right, hang on. Hold on, Lorelai. Daisy, you okay? So I think she's better now. When Michelle got here and rang the doorbell, she got real excited and ran outside. And then when she came back inside, she kind of did her whole froze up thing, you know. So I gave her something to eat along with Lily, a little treat. And I put her on the couch and I've just let her calm down. And her heart rate was going crazy, but now it's back to normal, so it's good. The Cologne Cathedral is the best in Germany. I've been told that by some Germans who've highly recommended to go to see that. It's a big cathedral, a Gothic cathedral. I gave her a snack, so yeah. I wouldn't mind going and see Notre Dame, would be cool. In Barcelona, you can go see the Sagrada Familia, which is been constructed in 1882. It's completed in a few years. Nice. There's Daisy. That's right. Daisy the dog. I think she's okay now, Lorelai. I gave them both a little treat, and her heart rate is back to normal. So I think she's okay. It's complete, yes. So there's a lot of really cool places in the world to go see. So I don't know. I would like, God, there's just so many places. If I had the money and the health, that we would travel to. We really would. We would travel a lot. If my legs worked and my bank account was full, we could travel a lot and be very, very happy traveling. But yeah, I think Australia would be a great country to go to. New Zealand. My brother went to New Zealand and he said it was just unbelievably beautiful there. So I think it'd be really nice to go to New Zealand. And then I would like to, gosh, I don't know, there's just so many places I can't even think. You know, everywhere there's good food, we would be happy to travel to check it out and see is what I want to do. Check it out and see, eat the food, enjoy, and do it all over again. But I don't know if we will get lucky enough to travel this year or not. We got a lot going on with Daisy the dog and Lily the dog and Lorelei's job and some other things we need to accomplish. So I'm not for sure how much travel we will get to do. But we will do our best. So yeah, Henry, are you going to do any traveling this year? Or are you going to try to stay local? I mean, I'm always up to going on another cruise. If we had a dog sitter that we, that wanted to take care of our dogs and would take care of them the way that we take care of them, we would, we would do more cruises. But we know that that's hard, and it's hard on the dogs and hard on people. So we would definitely try to do more cruises. Henry says, well, got to head out now. Take care, everybody, later. All right, Henry, take care. Be safe. Enjoy your evening. Hope you have a good time doing whatever it is you're going to be doing. So, I hope you get to see some glancing snow. Hope you don't get any real bad weather down in Mississippi, but I hope you get to see some glancing snow. Or at least you get to look out the window and go, oh, look, it's snowing. Because that's what we did the other day. We looked out the window and drove the car and went, oh, it's snowing. Yay, winter's over. Can we all have winter over now? So that's what we hope. You know. But yeah, we may get a snow event this winter. I don't know, this weekend. This week. I don't know. Dallas may get snow and ice. They may get a bunch of, I saw in the news today, they were talking about Dallas could get up to 4 inches of snow, which would be the first time and the fourth time in like 40 years. So once every 10 years, they get about 10 inches of snow or 4 inches or more of snow about every 10 years. So they're calling this a major winter unique storm because of what it's going to do. And as it curls and go up to the northeast through Tennessee and everywhere, I got a feeling it's going to be a little bit of a wanker, a smackdown job. So we just have to kind of just wait it out and see what happens, though. I'm looking at the weather here. me see if I can. I'm going to double check my weather, guys. Weatherman is saying, get ready. I was watching our local news last night, and one of our local police departments just fired 6 of their police officers. So they fired the police officers in Fort Smith, Arkansas, for pointing guns at each other. FVZAY. Well, FV, how old do you think I am? That's how we answer that question. Let me know how old you think I am, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. All right? How old are you? That's probably the real question, right? How are you in your part of the world? You say 53? All right. I could be 53 if you want me to be. Okay. You're 25, so, all right. Yeah. I can live with that. I might be 43 technically, but, being 53, there's nothing wrong with being 53. I know I probably only look 21, but I'll go with that. V, what part of the world are you from, and how are things going in your world? Are you a city person, a country person? Are you married, got kids? You like doggies? What's your absolute favorite thing to do besides watch my YouTube channel? Yeah, they're not changing the weather forecast. It's just going to be, they're still calling for bad weather. So, I ordered a new book based on Dennis's recommendation. There you go. Mrs. Pat says, FVZ, this Saturday is my birthday. If you want, you can send a gift since you're asking about age. Yeah, you're welcome to send us a gift for my birthday. I didn't know if you already knew, and maybe that's why you were asking. You knew it was my birthday. We're happy to accept gifts. So no, not married, nothing exciting going on in his part of the world. The wife is asking FV, then why do you ask what somebody's age is if you have no intention of sending them a birthday gift? Because you got to understand, most women, and even though I'm not a guy, but my wife is on here, personally, it's not enough for you to check how old somebody is. A lot of people find it very rude when you ask how old somebody is. They think that's something that's inappropriate. So the question then becomes, if you're asking, you must know that it's my birthday. So, but a lot of people don't like, that. Especially women. But, it's one of those things that you got to be aware of when you go to how you want to be perceived, when you go to somebody's live streams. If you immediately start asking how old you are, why? So that leads us to a great question. Does age really matter? Why would you ask what somebody's name is, right? Or what somebody's age is? Why would you ask how old somebody is? Does it matter at the live stream? What relevant? If I said I was 99 years old, what relevance would that have compared if I said I was 40 years old? You know what I mean? So it's kind of like one of those things. What relevance does age have when it comes to a live stream like this? That age question is from scammers. It is. A lot of times, a lot of times people fish for your information. And so they're like, well, if you can tell me how old are you? Well, if you say that you're 21, and then later on they say, well, what month were you born in? Well, I was born in January. Well, what day were you born in later on? So you start collecting private information. So that's why we never answer those questions. Yeah, and everybody knows that. If there are people out there trying to scam or hustle and get information, it just doesn't work anymore. Everybody is so educated on it. So, because you're not going to get anything from us anyway, because we have nothing to give you anyway. So, and if you want to be, Sanders says fishing. Yeah, fishing. Exactly, Sanders. So, if you want to fish, the big guy, John, my body count is old age. I know it is. I know it is, John. Good to see both of you back in here. Thank y'all. So, when you come on a live stream and start asking questions, when you don't, like it's a difference if Sanders or the big guy who we personally know, but they also know better not to ask those questions. But when somebody comes on and asks questions like that, we all think immediately, what are you up to? Are you a troll? Are you just trying to fish for information? You know, are you somebody who's not a good character? You know what I mean? So, the wife says, maybe your fellow countryman can answer that for you, FA. That's right. FV. Rusty knees. I got rusty knees too, man. Keep fishing different channels. That's it. Thank you all for sharing this live stream out with everybody, by the way. I appreciate if you guys would share with your communities that we're live tonight. So, Big John, thank you for being here. But there's, I guess there's no harm in trying, right? But these days, people know, live streamers know, people with YouTube channels, we all get scammed, we get trolls, we get hustled, or we get people trying to do these things. And I personally, I was telling, check out the rallies, Bam, earlier on his live stream. I get disappointed. I mean, he gets upset, I guess, because people, have trashed him a little bit. And I get it. If they attack your wife, you should stand up. But a lot of people want to try to rile you up, stir you up, just to get the credibility to be talked about. And that's why I enjoy having trolls on my channel, because I find them entertaining and fun, and they help us grow. Because YouTube sees a bunch of comments and goes, oh, this is great, But we don't ever get much hate. I was telling Bam that earlier, that he has a couple of true haters. We don't seem to have any true haters. But then again, we don't give you any reason to hate us. We don't do anything, and not that they did or didn't. But karma's a bitch. You can laugh after you scam someone, but later you can bleed from karma. That's right. Well, the bigger problem with that, Mrs. Pack, is if you go out there scamming people, somebody's going to scam you. Somebody's going to take advantage of you. And I know that's what you mean. So people need to be aware of that when you're ripping people off and you're hurting others and you're doing this and you're doing that, that there's a really good chance that somebody's going to do that to you, right? And I guess that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So, John, how are things in California today? I saw that you posted you were at the SS office. Are we going to get a Social Security pay raise next year? Has anybody heard? So, has anybody heard? Are we getting a Social Security pay raise in America next year? I would like to have a pay raise. Liars are the saddest people of the world. I agree. The people that are liars and people that are jealousy, you know. You don't know? I don't know either. I'm just asking. Because I know there was that fairness and Social Security bill signed. I just didn't know how that actually is. I haven't looked it up yet. I haven't studied about what that really means. If we truly are going to be getting any benefit from it, or, or what. But it'd be nice. It'd be nice. My mom used to say, liars go to hell. Yes, liars. I think people that lie a lot is a mental health issues. I think people that are delusional and they lie so much that they become delusional, have mental health issues. That's something that I've always thought. When these people are living a fantasy life, when they're living in a van down by the river and they're talking about how well off they are, or they're talking about all these things that they've done in life, but they have no proof of it. They talk about all these things that they're going to do in life, even though they can't afford a place to barely take care of themselves. I think those type of people have a mental health issue. I don't know if it's classified in the medical diagnostics or not, but I would think, at least, I just think there's a lot of people that live a fantasy life. And YouTube makes it easy for people to live a fantasy life. My mom used to say, forget what I was going to say. Then she says, it must be a lie. I always believed this, believe nothing what you hear and only half of what you see. But I do. I think people that are living these weird fantasy lives that will never come true, that aren't true, that always got to one up somebody else, I think that's a mental disorder. You know, well, I played high school football. Well, I played college football. Well, I played college. Well, I played in the pros, but I didn't make the team. It's like something when they always trying to one up you, one up somebody. Well, I was going to be an airline pilot. Well, I was going to be a NASA astronaut, but my big toe broke and I couldn't go into space. You know what I mean? I think those type of things are a mental health issues, and we see a lot of that on the internet. I mean that. I see that a lot on YouTube. I watch other people's channels and listen and go, I don't know about that. John, my wife is saying you definitely get your brain from your mom, John. Your mom is a smart woman. Because my wife thinks you're a smart man, John. She thinks you're one of the smarter people that we have joining us time to time, John. So she thinks you're one of the smart guys on the internet. She knows that, John, that you're not easily fooled by people's bullshit on these live streams. She knows that. And John, we're going to go back to doing Thursday night live streams via StreamYard. So we're going to have the panels again on Thursday nights at 7. John, just so you know, so you can join us and come up if you want. We're going to go back to doing Thursday nights at StreamYard. But my wife and I talk about that quite a bit about you, John. That John is the detective. He can smell shit. Yeah, we both have talked a lot about that over the years, John. How we think you can smell the BS. You're pretty good at that. Dennis is pretty good at it, but you're really good at it. But a lot of them pump out. There's a lot of BS on these live streams. There's a whole lot of, hey, You can't prove that I really didn't fly into space, so, I'm going to lie and tell you I did, type of stuff. A lot of jealousy on these live streams, too. We get our dose of the jealousy on this channel, which I don't know why people get jealous of us, at all, because we just do what we do. We're nothing special. We don't promise anything that we can't deliver. We try to do good work, but we definitely get some jealousy that comes through, John, and everybody else. So, even if it's the denial BS, we can still smell it. That's right. Lorelai's right. People don't like seeing people happy. They do not. Dennis and I've talked about that. I mean, and John and I, you're right. A lot of you got that right. Look, if this was a bitch channel, a miserable channel, if I sat here all night long and bitched and complained about everything, we would get a lot better. We would do a lot better. Because people love misery, and misery loves company. And they want to all come on here and bitch. But when I talk highly of my wife, like you do yours, John, they don't want to hear that. We get criticized because Lorelai and I have a good relationship. So we get criticized because we seem to have a good marriage, that we have our shit together, that we're not in a van living down by the river bitching and moaning and complaining about everything. So we get, you're right. People don't want to see people being happy. They would rather see them be miserable so they can take a few minutes out of their day and go, gee, at least I got it better than that guy. That's what they want. They want to be able to say, gee, at least my life doesn't suck as bad as his. But we have the different philosophy, John. We want to try to build everybody up to have the best life they can. But this is not a popular format on YouTube to build people up. The popular format is to tear people down and to criticize. Now, I may be pretty blunt about things, and I call things the way I see them, and I say what I want to say, because it is my channel and Lorelai's channel. So we got a right to say what we want to say, but we try to build people up. Smart people don't really bitch and whine. Intelligent people figure out stuff. That's right. Smart people don't bitch and whine, they do something about it. I agree with that. Smart people don't bitch and whine, they solve problems. They get up off their butt and they go and do something about the problem. If you don't got any money, smart people will figure out how to get money. Dumb people, or people with no motivation, will sit around and bitch and whine about not having any money. And we all know somebody, Dennis mentioned them earlier in the day, that did that horribly. Instead of that young man in the Philippines getting out and trying to make money on his own, he just wanted to sit around and tell everybody how poor he was and how broke he was so that people would just give him money versus going out and figuring out how to do it. So smart people solve problems, stupid people stay stupid. And that's the honest to God truth. You can't make somebody not be stupid. You can't. It has to be a decision on your own to say, I am no longer going to be a stupid person, an ignorant person, a drunk person, a fat person, a tall, whatever. It is your decision. You have to do that. I can't make anybody do anything. And nobody can make anybody do anything. It's all of us as individuals. I can't make somebody successful on YouTube that doesn't want to be and that doesn't want to put the work in. I can't do it. The only thing we can control is us. And that's something that my German grandmother used to say all the time. The only thing you can control is your reaction to other people. The denial stage. I know, Lorelai. Yeah, Dennis was in here earlier saying hi, Lorelai. He was asking if your hot blonde friend from the Christmas party was single, and I told him that she was not, and that's correct. Correct. So, but Dennis and I were talking about that a little bit earlier when he was in here. Henry came in for a little bit, but he had to go. Yep, denial stage. You got that right. But I think that's what everybody ought to do. Everybody ought to just focus on trying to do themselves better, be better. I mean, I know it's kind of cliche to say, hey, what are you going to do better in the year 2025? Well, because we always say, hey, we're going to lose weight, quit smoking, quit drinking, our New Year's resolution. But shouldn't we do that every year, every day? But we shouldn't also make these goals a lot simpler, you know? I know I know what a lot of y'all's goals are, just to make it day by day, week through week, and hope that we can improve our financial situations. That's my goal. That's Lorelai's goal. I know that's everybody's primary goal, just to focus on that. So I think it's a good thing. Dennis, which dress that blonde? Well, it was not the it would be the younger one, Lorelai. It would have been the younger one. But I told him that. I told him. I told him that. I'm assuming that one is younger than the other. I'm assuming they're not the same age. But just look at the two and go, well, common sense would tell you, Lorelai, if you look at the two of them, who do you think Dennis would prefer? Yes. Oh, is she not the one that has the little boy with the guy that I went to school with? Is that not the same girl? Yeah, they're all married. We know that. They're all married. I told Dennis we didn't know any single women. Single, we know a couple, but they're old and, you know. Different girl? Okay, I didn't know. But you got to remember, according to somebody, their dresses were all too short, and that was shameful. And it shouldn't be the way Filipino women should be acting, wearing short dresses, I guess, right? She's the one on your dance group? Okay. But Dennis said he didn't mind the short dresses. Yeah, I couldn't remember who they were, Lorelai, so I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember at all. Oop, sorry, poo poo. I like my friends wearing nice clothes and looking good. I agree. There's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with a girl or a guy taking pride in their self, right? And I'm going to give some advice to anybody who's listening or watching out there. Just because you might be old or ugly or fat or too skinny or whatever the case may be, there's no reason to hate on people that aren't like you, because it takes everybody to make the world go around. So look, I may be fat, but I don't hate on John for being skinny, or, put him down because he's not fat like me, you know. That doesn't make any sense. So why do you do that? Why do you want to criticize people that you think are different than you? Is it so that nobody, it's called deflection? So nobody will say, oh my God, look at her. No, I got to criticize people first. That doesn't work. Why do that? Just don't worry about it. Because one thing I tell people all the time, you're in your own head. Meaning 99% of the time, except for when it's Dennis, nobody gives a crap what anybody's wearing. Nobody cares that I'm fat. Nobody cares that this person, that John is skinny. It's not going to negatively affect us. Nobody really cares what red dress or blue dress you're wearing. You know, your spouse may, you may, but the overall masses, you know, they're going to be accept. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. So it's just showing ignorance and insecurity. Insecurity, yes. Have fun. People body will not change one day to please someone else's critics. I agree. You should never change to make somebody else happy. That's the wrong way to go. Why would you put yourself through that, right? So don't do that. I mean, you got to do what you want to do and be happy with who you are. And we can't help it that Lorelai's pretty and her friends are pretty and, you know, they're happy people and John's happy and Dennis is happy and, you know, I can't help it that the ones that Dennis mentioned earlier are sad and miserable people and they just want to cause hate and discontent. I can't help it that Jamie guy was hating on Bama because Bama, he's jealous of the lifestyle that Bama has. You know, it's not ours fault that we're not like you. And to be honest, the life would be really boring if everybody was the same. It would be more fun if you're a critic, if you criticize someone and what you will hear someone tell your flaw. Yeah, I agree. You know, that's one thing you got to be, no one's perfect, and just be decent. And that's one thing you got to understand. Once you start pointing the finger, man, you open up the doorway for people to criticize you, right? That's part of what happens. You open the doorway for them to say, well, look, you know, I am sorry that my legs are not fat and ugly like yours so that I can wear a short dress to show off my legs. Is that what you want? I mean, so if we point a finger at somebody and you go, oh my God, look at how they are. Look at that guy. He wears a black hat. Oh my God. Well, or you know, you want me to take my hat off and go, well, at least I have hair. At least I have taste in a hat and you don't have taste at all. So what are you opening your own self up for, right? So that's why you should just try to be positive and encourage everybody to keep doing and being who they are. We have to accept people. And I think Lorelai and I are very good at accepting people for who they are. We accept you. It doesn't mean we have to like you. But we will accept you for who you are. If you're a piece of crap, well, then we will accept you as a piece of crap. But we're not going to like you. We're not going to have you around. We're not going to put up with you. But we will accept the fact that you're a piece of crap. So, you know, that's just kind of the way it is. Kind of the way it is, right? Is that right, Lorelai? Do you agree with me? I know you do. All right. But man, it is below 20 degrees here now. Checking the weather. 20 degrees. We're going to be wrapping this one up not too long tonight. We're going to close out at 8 o'clock tonight. So just give you guys a quick head up on that. And then, of course, remember Thursday night at 7 p.m. on StreamYard and YouTube, we'll be back to do a panel. And I'll go live again tomorrow, which is Wednesday. The big guy says, I just eat an apple. There you go. Apples are good. You know, John, the problem with apples are, I don't mind an apple, but I can't find the one that I want. I want golden delicious apples, and we can never find them around here anymore. I don't know, is nobody growing golden delicious apples anymore? Why can't I get a Golden Delicious apple anymore? That's what I want to know. What happened to all the Golden Delicious apple trees? Where are they? The Golden Delicious are the ones that I like. Why can't I have that? It's not fair, John. I'm waiting for my son to get out of school. That's right. It's that time for you out there in California. But John, do you know, can you buy Golden Delicious apples in California? Because we can't get them here. We haven't seen them here in a couple of years. And I really like Golden Delicious apples. I don't want Opal apples. That's not the same thing. I want a Golden Delicious apple. Maybe I got to go to Amazon and try to get a Golden Delicious apples. Those apples come from Washington, Golden Delicious, not the Jonathans. I know the Jonathans come from Washington State. They're red ones with the little things on the crown on the bottom. I wonder where I can buy Golden Delicious because I like those. I'm going to look this up. I'm going to look up Golden Delicious. It's one of the most popular 15 types of apple. Originally out in West Virginia. Got to go to a meeting? All right. I'll see you when you get home. Hey, look, I just found a news article. Why can't I find Golden Delicious apples? I have a question. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Apparently, with all these new types of apples that come in, like the Fijis, and the reduction in the Jonathan apples, so apparently Jonathan apples' desire has gone down for these new types of apples, and Golden Delicious were grown in conjunction with Jonathan apples, but at a lesser percentage. So now that there's less Jonathan apples being dedicated to the orchard, there's less Golden Delicious, and even less of them because people like the Fiji apples apparently better. Well, I don't. So apparently that's what's going on with Golden Delicious apples, everybody. That's why they're not in favor anymore. But those are the ones that I like. I like the Golden Delicious. I like them. I like them. I like them much. I like them very much. Apparently, they're extremely hard to find. You might be able to find one or two small local growers that have them, but nobody's growing them to sell on the open market because I was reading one grower said that he couldn't even harvest his because nobody wanted them. So they cut them down, dug them up, and planted a different species of apple tree. Not very nice of the world. Take away the apples that I want. Man, that's just not very nice. Not very nice at all, John. Not very nice at all, man. All right, my friends, it's almost 8 o'clock, so why don't we start preparing to get off of here? I will be back tomorrow night, Wednesday night, live, and maybe a little bit later in the evening. Remember, Thursday night, we are going to do a live stream. We're going to do StreamYard. I'll drop the link. It's already published out there on our page, so that anybody who wants to come do it can come do it. But for tonight, I think we're going to close this out here in a couple of minutes. Thank everybody for being here. I hope everybody have a great night. Big John, we appreciate you. Appreciate the wife, Dennis, HTN, Sanders, who's probably out walking the dogs by now, or maybe in a little bit he's going to walk the dogs. Romeo, Dennis, everybody. Thank you all for being here tonight. So, all right, my friends, we will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everybody.